to Align with Ariana. I am Ariana, of course, your favorite medium. I am able to go beyond the veil of life and death to connect with spirits that are sometimes nice and sometimes not so much. But in this edition, we are going to be talking about new changes, okay? Many of you have reached out and experienced a lot of highly psychic or clairvoyant or even just connected experiences, and you want to know how to follow through with your intuition at this time. So I'm going to be tapping into the energy for the collective to see how to navigate this time. Now, a lot of this energy that I'm picking up on, you guys, this energy is actually very easy for me to pick up on. It's like Spirit is just laying this on a platter for me, okay? And many of this information and what is happening here at this time deals a lot with soul elevation and making sure that you are the one that is rising above to connect with yourself, your spirit guides to guide you. At this time, it's very important for you to trust into your intuition, okay? Your intuition is going to take you very far. Now, many of you have commented on a video that I posted on my Instagram a while ago about what was going to take place in the city of New York, and days later there were issues. There was an ordinance issued in regards to being or having some sort of shot in place, being vaccinated or some such put in place for you to go to certain places. Now, I did, and I was able to pick up on a lot of this information a couple of weeks actually before it was initiated. So I wanted to talk to you guys today. Of course, this energy that I'm connecting with, Spirit is still guiding and saying that many of you need to connect with your intuition at this time. This is very important. This is a very important energy of the divine feminine that is rising. So if you have been feeling this sense of this connection of connecting back with your goddess energy, or connecting back with energy that you feel the goddess energy with, a lot of you will be guided to do things in a properly manner, or to do things in a soul manner, to heal your soul, to elevate your soul, to allow your soul to grow. One of those things might be a lot of a natural or holistic standpoint, okay? If your views, if your ideas, if your concepts are changing on how to invite holistic energy and a natural standpoint into your life, it is because you are divine goddess. It means that you are a goddess that is moving into her principle. Now, many of you might find it hard, okay? I'm picking up on this energy, and it's saying that you might find it hard as you're moving into your goddess energy, what it looks like, what role you're taking on. But trust in your intuition. Your intuition is going to be very important to guide you at this time. I'm also getting that many of you have recently had disconnections with things of the past. So if this has been a hard transition for you after this Lionsgate portal, then it was very important because it was meant for you to cut off things that are no longer important to your life's journey, okay? If you experienced this hard push, like if it was just draining for you, if it was just sadness around you, if it was really hard in the transition, then it is because you have reached this divine portal of walking into your divine relationship and soul connection with your higher self. Now, I want to get into the principle of what that means or what it looks like. So over you have what is called your higher self. Some people in many different religions or cultures connect with this. It's called the Ori, okay? This is what is guiding you. It's your second head, okay? You have you yourself as a divine goddess, the physical body, but you have a spiritual aspect, a spiritual being. Your Ori, your higher self, your head, Ori, is there to guide you to make sure that you are connecting with the higher or the spiritual degrees of your soul, okay? The things that you're being familiarized with. So many of you are getting similar senses or similar connections with certain things. That is because your Ori is guiding you and helping you to remember who you are. Your Ori is definitely connected to your gut and your soul journey. So what is happening on in your gut is usually connected with your Ori aura, your head, okay? So that's why it's very important to trust your gut at this time. Trust your intuition. Trust your path, because your aura is leading you. This goddess energy, your aura, your head, I'm picking up a lot of you need to really take the time to, first off, this is brand new information for you. You really didn't know what it meant to have a higher self, to have a higher guidance. But now you know. Now, I'm also picking up that you need to connect very strongly with your aura. Many of you have been walking on this spiritual path, or walking on a path, and you were not familiar what to call it. This is a spiritual journey process for you. So things have been unfolding as they've been happening. I'm getting a lot of deja vu. Okay, I'm getting a lot of you getting spiritual deja vu, or spiritual connections with things that you don't know how to make sense of. Okay, these are outer body experiences, or things that you have had that have showed up in the dream state, in the normal state, almost like paranormal activity, but it's not. It is a spiritual experience taking you through this transformative process. You know, today was really awesome for me today. Just connecting with spirit. I can hear the divine pulling you and guiding you and leading you on your correct path. Now, remember, this process of you and your aura, your spirit guide, your goddess energy coming out and rising out is a strong connection with your intuition. So I'm getting that a lot of you have to begin to trust your gut area, trust in that guidance. Also, there is a lot of things that are being compromised with your visions on television, okay? So it's very important that you are cautious to what you are listening to, what you are watching, because that is very important to your soul journey at this time. You are evolving to a high level, okay? Many of you have a tribe that wants to connect. However, you are going through a series of upgrades within your body. Some of these upgrades might feel like a lack of energy, a lack of physical strength, okay? Anxiety. Sometimes it can be oversleeping or overconsumption, okay? With this energy, it's actually showing you the balances and the duality of who you are, okay? The lighter side and darker side, okay? What people say, the light side, the shadow side. It is showing you the duality of who you are. You are actually being called to embrace that duality of who you are as a goddess, because that is what's going to help you transition and shift into higher degrees or higher levels of yourself. You are multidimensional. So you have many aspects of yourself. So at this time, Spirit is actually guiding you to not acknowledge only one aspect of yourself, but the multidimensional aspect of yourself. You have good sides, you have bad sides of what people call duality, okay? So you have two aspects, you have multiple aspects of you. So it's now being called for you to embrace those aspects. This is a very important time for many of you that have felt like you have had it hard, okay? You felt like through your generation or through things of the past that it has been hard for your generation to overcome. There have been some things within your generational bloodline that was hard for you or hard for the generational bloodline to overcome, such as poverty, a lack of wealth, and such as health things. If you have been feeling that you are the breaker, okay, you are the curse breaker, you are the generational breaker, it is because you are. This time is very important as those of you that are connecting with your divine energy for you to step up and rise up into your own personal strength. Okay, you are now being called forward at this time as Spirit is now actually leading you every step of the way. Many of you probably have woke up throughout the night, midnight, throughout the early mornings, okay? Through those early 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock mornings. And sometimes, you know, of course, anytime in that morning time hour, you're being called to wake up and acknowledge and answer the call of your leadership. Answer the call, the role that you're meant to walk in. I don't know who this is for, but you are a powerful being. And it is time for you to step into your power, okay? And as I'm channeling this energy, it's also very important for many of you that have experience hardships in your community where you live throughout businesses or through moving forward, those hardships are about to break, okay? People and energy and entities that have binded or put things on to your family generation, your bloodline, your ancestors, your name, in any type of way, they are going to be experiencing the downfall. So as we are shifting into this new goddess energy, into the divine feminine that has risen, that has risen like the roar and the lion, it is time for you to activate your strength, your power, and call back your power unto yourself, because you no longer can sit back as a divine goddess and expect things to just fall into you, to just fall into your lap. You as a divine goddess must begin to awaken, access, and call down this energy. So as you begin to build a connection with your Ori, which you now know, your Ori is your higher self. It's going to help you to connect with you. One of the ways to strengthen this connection is through meditation. When you meditate and you do yoga, those are ways to strengthen the connection with your Ori. Also, if you get this nudge or this feeling and you act on it and it turns out to be right, that is your Ori guiding you. So the more you listen to that nudge or that feeling, that guidance, that's your Ori putting you in alignment with your higher self. Many people get off the journey because they have an Ori, and what happens here is that you start on your journey as a physical body, as a physical being, and you have your Ori, but many people have learned or have been indoctrinated, trained to not listen to themselves, to always seek advice, to always seek counsel, to go outside of themselves, and you have now relied on so much confirmation that has blocked the connection with you and your Ori. So this is the time to activate that connection, to make sure that it's strong, to make sure that it's very much connected. Okay, I'm picking up very heavily that it's very important for you to step back into that role by trusting yourself, okay? Trusting your goddess energy. As you begin to rise into your goddess energy, you're being called at this time to, of course, lead, to speak, and to study, to learn more about who you are. And many of you have been called on the path of learning about herbal remedies or things of that nature, tapping more into the divine self. This is very powerful, a powerful tool for you to heal yourself, okay? And let me make sure I say that clearly. Heal yourself. If you have been called into a natural, instinctive way to heal yourself, your babies, if you are having children, your family, before you can heal your family, your babies, or anyone else, you're being called to heal yourself. So this is a goddess energy to heal yourself, to tap back into yourself. So a lot of you that have been experiencing things that you want to get rid of out of your life, I am challenging you as a divine goddess to step into that role, to look up and research and connect and ask your Ori to guide you to the things that you need to heal any ailments or anything that you need for your physical body, okay? To connect it back to your spiritual body to make sure that you are aligned, okay? As these portals begin to transition, you are going to be hearing more and more about stories that are heartbreaking in your course of reality, okay? So tragedy, a lot of stories that are tragic. This actually reminds me to a lot of the information you guys had tapped to me about in Tell My Story edition. But you are going to be hearing about stories of tragedy or loss or sadness more often during these times as we're transitioning. These times are meant to put people into direct alignment with where they need to be and with who they are. So it's very important at this time to not really tap into the tragedy or tragic of things, but to triumph things, to become a conqueror, to declare what happens and what plays out in the role of your life. what is actually taking place in the role in your life? What are you commanding in your space? What are you calling into your energy, your aura, your ori? What is your ori calling into you? Because this is the point where tragedy is going to be shaking up very quickly. Now, I did get a heavy singular download that there is going to be something big happening very soon around August and September in regards to something that shakes the earth. Okay, a lot of people will know about this very soon. Okay, I don't know exactly what it is that I am seeing, but this is something in particular. Sometimes Spirit gives you things to see, to express, to show, but to not tell all. And the things that I am seeing is that there is something that will be taking place around August and September that is going to be noticeable for the collective, for the world to see. This is the energy of Spirit performing its duty. Many of you are being called back into healing yourself. As you heal yourself, you begin to heal your ancestors. You begin to heal your spirit guides. You begin to heal the warriors within. So a lot of this energy is being calling forth for healing, regeneration, and restoring power, restoring greatness, restoring your goddess energy, your crown energy, your glory, your royalty, who you truly are. Because at this time, many people have taken advantage of that. And it has caused you to slow down in your process. It has caused you to not realize who you are or who you were, which is who you are. And it has caused your bloodline and your generation to feel less than. But baby, no more. No more are you less than. You are more than. This is the rise of the risen of the true gods and goddesses of this bloodline, and I can feel it very strongly. What you will notice around August and September is there is going to be, hey, we're in the month of August, Spirit reminds me, but you are going to be feeling this energy of transition, transformation. So tragedy will be surrounding at this moment. It does not give you fully the vehicle to travel in that area. You want to stay away from the tragedy, from the sadness, from all of those things. You want to call back your power, okay? The tragedy is happening to make shifts happen, okay? To make shifts happen. So don't attach those shifts to your personal reality. They're forming because a collective energy has been done wrong within your bloodline, within certain people's bloodline. A collective energy has been done wrong. And Spirit is now setting the record straight. Spirit is here to call out, command, and demand the trueness of what we're walking into, the true powers of who you are. Because let me say this. Many of the people that are appropriating to be gods and goddesses, their skills, their tests will be time for them to call and come forward. They will be called out on their things. And this is the time that you must show what you have been proved to study. You must show what you have been proved to be and who you are. If you cannot show that, you will not walk into this new divine energy, into this new collective energy to bring abundance, peace, prosperity, protection, all the great things that you deserve, not because you called it forth, because it is your right. Because it is your right. It's your bloodline. It is who you are. So a lot of energies and entities and things that have caused you to slow down, I don't care what it may be. If you've been trying to get on this house and you had a delay or whatever the case may be, know that a lot of these situations that's going on has trickled down through the bloodline. But now the water is rising, and the spirits that were in deep waters, that were suffering, that died at the hands of with their knowledge in the water's rising. So now everything that is under the water is coming into the surface. The true powers of the water is rising and coming into the surface. So if many of you, I'm getting that you need to drink a lot of water and connect with this water energy, because this water is bringing so much depth and knowledge into the universe. That's why there will be floods. That's why there will be rain. That's why the water is coming to claim back its rights and its power. And through the waters, like when the waters come for women in their birth, they're birthing this new you. Your ancestors are birthing a new you. You are birthing and rebuilding a new part of your ancestors, a new part of your spirits, a new part of your being that will rise as the God and goddesses that you are. I hope this message is received. I am grateful and thankful to be back on this platform that you all have supported me with. Of course, this is your girl Aligned with Ariana, also known as a D Navjot, okay? And welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you haven't been here for a long time. Welcome to the newness. And if you would like your own personal reading, please visit www.alignwithariana.com for more details, for more goodies, for more working your magic. Peace, love,